Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes the catch at the 30. No room to bring it back. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll ride him again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Straight ahead, it's Beal. dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Cartwright. Snags it and he's open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Throwing, Sellers. Turns it loose. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you have that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Right side, it's Davis. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Run ends there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it, fired complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And I think it's safe to say LaNorris Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest. This is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cartwright. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down to the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Vols send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sellers fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Again, it's Sellers. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's McAllister. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The running back has it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's McAllister. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking left. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sellers to the air again. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From deep, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted for the 11th time. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Morris. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right side, it's Davis. Caught, and he's got room. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points.
Makes the grab at the 10. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown ball! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
2nd and long here. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Harbor. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He'll run it. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on third down, Sellers. It's caught. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Sellers. Look out! He's sacked! This defense all over him! The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Jackson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We kick things off with Cal, taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the home squad, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Out wide left, it's Bennett. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The run inside. It's McAllister. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Long way to go on second down. Handoff again. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a...
Makes a catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Extending the play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback keep. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Out wide right, it's Davis. Runs through a tackle. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You got to do something about it.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's changing the play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick give. It's Bishop. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Wants to throw on 1st. Moving out to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Third down play from the gun. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right side, it's McAllister. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's McAllister. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Might as well give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And this one is perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Vols come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. With the catch, it's Bishop.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Motion from the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Staley. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see.
Snagged it, and there's running room. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Rush is on. Looking for the score. Touchdown Volunteers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. There's a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Keep it on the ground. Down he goes. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Run in the red zone, it's Clark. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on the counter. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to bully their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to pound their way in. And that is how we will wrap this one up.